Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. Mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. It's Monday, so it is Poetry Day. Let's get right to it with Baudelaire. Get drunk. Always be drunk. That's it. The great imperative. In order not to feel time's horrid fardel bruise your shoulders, grind you into the earth, get drunk and stay that way. On what? On wine, poetry, virtue, whatever. But get drunk. And if you sometimes happen to wake up on the porches of a palace, in the green grass of a ditch, in the dismal loneliness of your own room, your drunkenness gone or disappearing, ask the wind, the wave, the bird, the star, the clock, everything that flees. Ask everything that groans or rolls or sings. Ask everything that speaks, what time is it? And the wind, the wave, the star, the bird, the clock will answer you, time to get drunk. Don't be the martyred slaves of time. Get drunk. Stay drunk. On what? Wine, virtue, poetry, whatever. I could say yoga, but that's just me extending the whatever to a field that satisfies much for me. All right, so for my journal writing friends, what kind of criticism gets you on the defensive or makes you want to attack other people? It's a natural kind of repelling action that we have when people tell us what we don't want to hear. So let me know what kind of criticism gets you defensive. I'll be glad to share with you what's going on with me. Anyway, my teacher, B.K.S. Iyengar, says that posture or yoga asana is a mandala. It has a form that has a center, and things radiate out from that center. So find your center, right? Don't just live on the circumference of your life. Now, it's interesting, one of my rabbis says that we rarely receive the expected return on our investment, and this has nothing to do with money. It's because we haven't been schooled in the high art of enjoying our achievements and valuing inner riches. So realize our work is not in vain. It's brought forth fruit in our struggle for value and meaning. Even our failures have been helped us, leading us to successes and a kind of wisdom that's beyond any price tag. Different mindset, isn't it? Now, one of my male mentors, Michael Mead, says that everyone has archetypal potential for this. And I always like to remind us that the inner teen is as important as the inner child. That youth within us, archetypally speaking, which recognizes beauty, which falls in love for the first time, which is lifted by the ideals and the wings of heroic accomplishment. They just want to fit in. They want to contribute. You have to understand what is the appetite that's alive at that point. And remember the word in the middle of appetite, pet, comes from patero, your wingspan, like pterodactyl, right? Your wingspan, your fingertips are your wings, where your spirit comes out. So it's very important to have some place to know what to do with your hands. How are you going to bring your ideals into the world through your work? Now, psychology would tell us, stop justifying your unwillingness to grow. Obviously, we have to do something that takes us out of our comfort zone. So there's risks. But for risks means for some people, only getting hurt, going too far, inviting danger, solely catastrophic expectations, you'll notice. And if you only see the negatives, you'll always avoid it. How about the positive gains if you take a risk? So look back. What happened to you when you were a teenager? Did you get the eye of blessing to go ahead and have somewhere to put your youthful ideals? You're still struggling to find out what that is. No one blessed you. Maybe you had to work for the man. But what happens is we grow up in this dualistic way and we get a false sense of piousness. We create a dualistic relationship between ourselves and the world because we create two worlds, the earth world and the heaven world. The earth world and then the promise of either heaven and hell. Like these are different worlds. And so we don't accept the world as it is because it's harsh and filled with things we don't want to see. So we're always project-oriented, always future-oriented, always trying to manipulate things, make things better, always trying to change something. And of course, there's a common sense aspect too. Of course, why wouldn't we want to change something that's hurtful? But you can't change life. So, no invitations to seduce things and invite them into you. No attacks to push them away and repel them. No reductions of things, it's only this, and no concoction to make it greater than what it is. Don't reduce anything, don't intensify anything. Just sit still and watch what happens if you could sit long enough. Now remember, everything we're doing is about reaffirming belief in goodness. Our words stimulate thoughts. Our thoughts are attractive, so much greater than we can imagine, so much greater than the physical senses, even though the physical senses are all we have to make this estimate. But when we're talking about making goodness in the world, making it daily, practical demonstrations to prove its truth, just remember that everybody has within them a living presence, inexhaustible in its power, and never caught in any form. So don't struggle to define it, because they say a God defined is a God confined. All right, next Saturday, I'll be teaching the first of 3 series workshops on the 16th, 23rd, and the 30th at Chai Yoga Shack. It'll be on low back maintenance, so if you have problems with your sacrum, sciatic, slip disc, whatever it is, this is the time to come and get coached on how to deal with it, how to not back off on your practice, but modify, adapt, do something really smart for yourself. 1942 Levitt from 2 to 5. Hope you can join us there.